I was making a sheath like this to start with. Well, that's pretty big and bulky. I brought this to show it. Kind of big and bulky, so now I'm making more of the fold around sheath, which I like a lot better than this. And this one's easier in and out, but it's, like I say, it's bulky. So I've cut off about a ½ inch of it on this back side. So you can do just about anything you want. You know, that little knife curves. And this doesn't have a handle on it at all, but if you have a hole or something, and if you got one of them little finger places, it's got something to catch to, okay? You can pass all these around, anything you can look at here. I'm going to do, try to do one for a knife that I've never made one for this new style I've come up with, and I'm just making a little special knife, doing that fancy fireworks stuff on it. I'm going to try to make one for this right here today, and then I've got a little small one here that my wife wanted, and I'm going to make one for this here today. And I don't know how it's going to turn out because it's new to me. I haven't made one like this yet. So I'll pass these around, and y'all can kind of get a look at it, and then we'll see what we're going to do about making a kydex sheath wood. This here is the rubber that you order this. It comes in 1-foot squares. KnifeKit.com carries this as well. I don't know if anybody else here carries it. I mean, if they did, it'd be good, great. But I took some 1/4-inch plate, and I just stuck it to it with the double-sided tape. That way I can take it off, put it back on real easy if I need to. I've got another one made that's a 1/4 inch, about 6 inches, about 12 inches. So this comes in a 1-foot square, and I can do a long blade if I need to. And the difference is now when you order a press, when the press comes back together, that's how it looks. About like that. When I press this in its vise, there's about 3/8 to ½ inch on each side of this. I press the bar out of this thing. And that's why I'm getting a really good formation to fit on that, because I'm squeezing it so tight. And if it's too tight, then I can go back and reheat it. That's the thing about this stuff. When I started doing it, I was heating 4 or 5 times just trying to get them laid in there right and get them pressed right. And of course it's been trial by error. So you can reheat this again. I have burned a couple pieces up by not watching, like get a phone call. Get on the phone and I look back, especially the thin stuff. It does. I highly recommend you using heavier material. But I've got these things here rigged up. And I keep this on this side because I keep the knife in this end and the kydex in this end so I can get it in there. But I made me some hangers because I was using some tape on the back side of this thing to hold it in place, and you know, I just kind of had it rigged up, it wasn't working good. So I went ahead and went to the trouble, made some plates, made some little hangers, and I just hang it on there like that. And then I know that and then I bring it in where it's probably about a 1/4 inch between it, a ½ inch, something like that. They do loosen up a little bit. You have to tap them with a hammer occasionally and tighten this back up. I wanted something I could just take it back off and use my vice for other things real quick. I can make something, fasten it real tight, but that's not handy. So I like something convenient and handy, so that works for me like that.
So would a press be overkill for that?
Huh?
Put those between a press?
Well, you could use a press like that and do that. But I find this right here works just perfect for me. You can get one of those wood vices and use wood. You can glue this to wood. Take some 3/4 inch or 1 inch or something heavy, glue it to wood, put it in a vise and crank it down with that too. And cause just something you don't want the back part to give. When I put this knife in there, I try to work it down right where these jaws come together, and that's where I get my maximum pressure. Okay. All right. When we get that knife, one of those knives back up here, we'll get this piece heated up and get it in there. Now, I ordered the rivets. They come in packs of 100, and I've got a little anvil they sell. The whole thing, I do it by hand. They sell, this is like $9. They sell some things you can put in your arbor press, some little dies. They're like 30-something bucks, and I'll probably eventually get that. But it's like $9. You buy these. I get the 3/16 rivets. I drill a 3/16 hole. That way, if you use a 1/4 inch, you're going to take up more space and have to have more kydex. And you want to keep stuff, in my opinion, after I've done this, you want to keep stuff thinner and smoother and more refined, and it looks to me it's more pleasing to the eye when you keep it. Like that small Bowie knife he had laid up here this morning, that lady's Bowie knife. I like that. It's just real nice, neat looking knife. It takes a...
Keep your hands clean. That's hand clean.
Okay, thank you. I got that grease on in.
You'll put that stag handle knife in iron and that.
My wife claimed that one, and she has never asked me for a knife as long as I've been doing this. She's
Well, if
never.
you give her the first one she asked for, she won't appreciate it.
I gave her a couple little knives. You know, women like small knives, and as soon as she saw that, she said, "Oh, that's a pretty knife the girl made." I thought, no, but she thought it was, you know. And so I said, "You want that knife?" She said, "Oh no, you can sell it and make some money on it." I said, "You can have the knife. You've never asked me for a knife in your life, so you can have this knife." She said, "Okay then." I said, "All right, that's your knife." So I've got to make her a kydex sheath for it. But anyway, I mean, you know, when your wife asks you, you need to at least give her something. You know, keep her a little bit encouraged.
Saying that real low, aren't you? Talking too loud, Jack.
We've got hit up here, so we'll start on hit first. Now, well, back to this. You can buy the chain. They sell the chain. You go around your kydex too, which looks real good. But a lot of the ones I make, the fit is so tight, I'm afraid to break the chain. You can loosen it up, and I forgot my heat gun, which is down in the shop as well. And this area right here, when this pushes in, it kind of snags there, but you just give it a push and it just opens up. I don't know if y'all noticed that, a little hard. You keep it, you know, do your little grind here. But you can put it back in the vise and leave a little bit sticking out, and you can heat that with a heat gun. And I've got a little wooden paddle stick that I made out of a piece of cocoa bowl, which is real hard wood. And I'll go around that thing, and I'll open that up a little bit and kind of flare it just a little bit if you need to do that. But I found that I don't need to. People like them just like they are, so and they work great. As far as I'm concerned, they do. But anyway, a few other things you can do. But the kydex, I tried handling it with gloves. I can't do it, you know. So I have to ooch out and everything, and I put it in here, and then I just squeeze it and form it. And sometimes you'll be off a little bit, it don't matter. Cut oversize your cut. Like this little knife, well, that's plenty for this little knife. It's more than enough. And if I make some more of these little knives, I will have a pattern, not a pattern, but I'll just have a certain size that I'll cut. Like for this knife here, I cut a 4-inch by 5-inch. I know that works, and then I'll cut off the excess. So this is new right here on this little knife, so I cut this and try to overkill on this so I'd have plenty for this. And I wanted to have enough to get down where at least take that in right there and maybe get some of that hole, because it'll form down in that hole. And that helps it hold. Okay? So we'll try the small one first, and if Murphy's Law will kick in, maybe we'll get a kydex sheath made, or we'll do it till we get one made. So like I said, this little sucker here gets hot. I had another oven that I bought at Walmart, gave $70-something for that thing. I used it for heat treating when I wasn't using my wife's oven. I used it for heat treating knives and stuff as well. But it just went out. I told him, boy, it helps me some. I said, my oven went out, and I got to find me an oven, and he had a thrift store out there. He said, I'll check out this what you got. He called and said, he got one for $10. I said, grab it. I said, plug it up, make sure it works. So he got to talking to the girl, sweet talking a little bit, and she gave it to him for $3. You know, that's something I paid $50, $70 for. So he brings it to me. He said, I owed you $3 anyway, man, so here you go. You know, so I come out really good, you know. But anyway, look at the thrift store and find your oven, save yourself some money. And now I'm going to probably try and find me another one too, just set them back. You know, if this goes out, I'll have another one to go right into immediately. And it'll go out when you probably got a couple orders you're trying to do. That's what usually works. But the handle's gone on this one. I meant to put something on it for a handle, and I'll just use a knife or something to open it up with here. I can use this right here probably. I'll just lay that in there and close it up. And you can kind of watch it, and you'll see it kind of move a little bit, and it gets kind of limp. But this sticker don't get like the thin stuff does, gets real loose like a dish rag. It just gets really floppy and hard to work with. So this will start to move a little bit.